Hey ho! What a day! I thought I'd just do a little impromptu live into New Video Professionals. Aha! Look what I got. My new Mac Studio. Oh, I am such an Apple tragic. I seriously love Apple products. I thought, let me move those down. I thought I'd just do an unboxing. And while I'm doing it, explain to you why I got this and inside it, the reasons behind it, and maybe that can help you make some decisions about the machine that you need. So this was only released a couple of months ago. I was going to get a Mac Mini, which is a standalone, almost a computer. So this is a computer that you plug a monitor into, you plug a keyboard and a mouse into, and all your other peripherals, and it drives. Unlike the Mac that I'm looking at that I'm using now, which is an iMac 27-inch, which is an all-in-one. So the Mac Mini is been out for a couple of years. It's sort of about half the size, and don't worry about the size, but it's a thinner version. And I was waiting for the new update, but when I thought it through, there were a couple of reasons why I got this. This is more expensive, but in the long run, I think I made the right decision to do it. So, oh, like everything is beautiful. Little tab here. Smells like apple. All right, look, it's just a delight. I mean, even this, look, it just sort of like folds down and hang on. Not sure what I'm doing because, I mean, okay, hang on, it keeps going. Right, there you go. And here it is. Somehow this just all pushes. Look at this, it's like little wings. It slides out. It's just so nice. This is it. My God, it's got so much paper on it. So what have we got? Okay, paper, and get rid of that. Power cord, be using that. Now I'm not going to set it up, but I thought I'd just explain to you the reason I got it. What else we got in there? We got something in there. Anyway, I'll get to that. Let me get rid of that. So this has got the new M1 chip, and that's the processor. And the processor is really important in making videos into the future, because I use a lot of live streaming software like I'm coming to you now. And you know how I switch between windows, and if you've seen me do that, I don't just do that live, I use that to make videos now. So that requires power out of your computer. And the computer I've got now is coming up to 7 or 8 years old. You need a stronger engine in it, because what happens is it slows down. This will do it, but it does slow down, and the fan noise kicks in. And fan noise or any noise when you're streaming or going live, the whole is, audio is important. So in a sense, I've over-engineered by buying this, because I don't want it to be under any load at all. So with the M1 chip, which is the processor, there are 4 versions. There's the M1, the M1 Pro, the M1 Max, and the M1 Ultra. So 4 levels. This is level 3. And so it's super powerful, which I want. But I could buy this from the store with 16 gigabytes of RAM. Now, RAM is really important for making videos going into the future. RAM is like RAM is like your short-term memory. If you were a human, it's like how much stuff can you put in your head at the same time, and how can you multitask at the same time? You know, like my wife, she is amazing. She can do all these different things at the same time. Regardless of what you think about multitasking, she can do so much at the same time. Me, I'm just completely different. I can do one thing at a time, and it's like my head goes to pieces. So that's like RAM. The more RAM, random access memory, you have, the easier it is for you to be able to make videos and do virtual for the coming years. So whatever you buy, spend the money. This is why I say get an old iPhone or something, use that as your camera, and those hundreds, if not thousands of dollars you're going to spend on cameras, put it into your processing power. You are going to be so much better off. You're going to be so much happier. You're going to sleep better. So it's an investment for the future. So this came standard with, I think 8 is standard. I've got 32. So essentially it's exponential. So it goes 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. Honestly, 128 is like if you're doing, you know, scientific data processing or working on a Steven Spielberg movie. I thought about doing 64, which is way overkill, but you know, like I just thought, wow, if I had that, I'd never have to worry again. But it was an extra $600, so I went for the 32. My pretty much recommendation for anything, whether you buy a Mac or a PC, is that you get 16 minimum. So quite often, whatever computer system you get, a standard will be 8. Do 16 minimum if you can stretch the extra dollars. Honestly, 32 gig of RAM is going to just, it not just doesn't make your video easy, it makes everything else easier. You can have multiple tabs open on your browser, you can have computer other software going, you can be streaming, and you know, you don't get caught out. So in here as well is some storage, which is an SSD drive, which is a solid state drive. And this is the next thing that you want to get if you want video and virtual to be easy for the coming 5 to 10 years. Solid state drive, unlike a traditional hard drive, which is, you know, you're going to store all your information on. Just go back to that RAM. You know, I'm talking about random access memory. That doesn't actually store anything. It's a temporary store, and it's like, I always think of memory like if you put glass jars on this table. If I fill this up, glass jar, and I keep pushing them forward, another glass jar, and it'd fill up, and it'd get to the stage when I put one glass jar on here, one would fall off there. Like the table was full, and that's what RAM is like. It fills up, it doesn't store that. When you put new stuff in and it's full, the rest falls off the other side. So your other storage though, your permanent storage or your hard drive storage, is where you're going to store all your video files, I mean, all the files that you use, your Word documents, all those, so you can go back and retrieve them when you need them. But it doesn't have to be super fast, except for video. Because when you get into video, and if you want to edit video or use most video programs, if you've got video in there, just say you recorded a 10-minute video in high definition, that's about a gigabyte. That's a fair amount of information. That is going to be stored on your hard drive. And when you're editing, it's got to pull it off the hard drive, put it into the program, mix it around, chop it up, and then put it back. And so if you've got a traditional hard drive, it's slower. And when I say a traditional, I mean it's got like a, you know, the spinning disc in it. It's the old type. Solid state means there's no moving parts in there. It speeds up video dramatically. Long story, isn't it? But these come with 512 standard, and you can buy them from the store, but I upped it to 1 terabyte. You can get 2 terabyte and 4 terabyte. You know, it'd be nice to have 2 terabyte, but I basically don't use it. Most of mine is on external drives. But to run this system, I got a terabyte in there. But I just wanted to, and what I'll do is this. I don't know if you've seen my big monitor. I'm going to plug it all in later. It's like massive. I've got to, I've got to migrate my computers over. I've got to do all that. It's probably going to take me, the good part of tomorrow morning to do. And I'll get it all set up and take you through it. But the point at the moment is if you're thinking about video, and if you're thinking about, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to get in and do all this, and I don't mean a Mac Studio, I mean what drives your system is seriously the best investment. Forget about microphones. You can do it off your your desktop, that's fine. You can do it off your webcam. It doesn't matter at the moment. The best investment you can do, hands down, is to get yourself a powerhouse to drive yourself for the next 5 years. I don't think I'll be doing anything. I won't be changing this for 5 years or so. So yeah. All right. I haven't now been talking to you. I haven't had a time to go and sit in a corner and just cuddle it, which oh, sad life, isn't it? I think I'll go do it. Terrific. All right. Just wanted to share that with you. Hooroo. Have a nice time.